Well, what's up, guys? It's your boy ChasmRift here, and I'm here with Big A for Dragon Ball Super.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, episode 122 just went down, and we got some interesting things to talk about. First things first, it looked like it was going to be another Goku versus Jiren fight. Are you a fan of that, or were you against the idea of seeing that?
Oh, definitely, without doubt, I was against another Goku show. But that's why we got our boy Vegeta.
Yeah, he's right. In the fight, we started out with Goku squaring up against Jiren, and they were actually fighting surprisingly on par with each other, with Goku Blue swapping hands with Jiren, but I don't think Jiren was going at all like full power. But then Vegeta stepped in. You could talk about either one first, like Goku being able to fight Jiren as Blue, or Vegeta stepping in. It's up to you which one you want to talk about first.
I can sort of combo them. So, yeah, as you said, Jiren and Goku. To me, it's sort of seemed like Jiren was doing like a test of might sort of thing with Goku. And then, boom, 10 seconds later, Vegeta knocks Goku to the side, and he really does put some work in. Even though Jiren obviously isn't going full power, Vegeta catches him off guard with his Jiren's very fast fists. That one attack, he sees through that, and then he also gets another knee to his stomach. So he put some real good work in.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought it was like pseudo Ultra Instinct the way he dodged the attacks, but what really got my eye was how he analyzed the speed of Jiren's attacks from just watching on the sideline. Dispo, who we were talking about soon enough, claimed that he's like the fastest in the universe, but your speed is definitely dependent on how much ki you have. And let's be honest, Jiren has way more ki than Dispo, yet a fighter who is somewhat weaker than Jiren in our eyes, Vegeta, was able to keep up with his fighting speed, which is kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah, so pretty much props to Vegeta. You saw the attack once and you saw through it.
Yeah,
And also, Dispo is just a super inconsistent character,
yeah,
as you have told me before. It's kind of ridiculous how
we,
inconsistent.
we'll get into him in a minute. But like what you said there, like I feel like it was like reminiscent to when Goku fought Cell at the Cell games. They were moving so fast that fighters who were weaker than them couldn't see the fight, except for Gohan. Like Gohan was so strong and he had so much ki that he thought his dad was holding back. Same for Cell, and he was actually able to watch the fight with no difficulty whatsoever. So I thought it was interesting that Vegeta, who when we first saw Jiren, we thought Vegeta was weaker than Jiren, but he was able to keep up with Jiren's fighting speed. So
But,
go ahead.
yeah, besides Kaioken, it sort of does look like they're hinting that Vegeta surpasses Goku, at least in blue form. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, like, shout out to Seth, the programmer, about this stuff, but you're right there. Like, Goku needed Kaioken up to this point to fight off against various fighters, and based on what's said in the manga and even in the anime, like Vegeta was able to fight off against these same said people without the Kaioken. Like, he fought off against Hit, and while Hit was able to like dick on Vegeta, Vegeta was heavily fatigued, as they stated in the manga, and he was able to like actually surprise Hit when they found out how much power he had left. But then Goku going Kaioken times 10 was still slapped around by Hit for the most part. And then Goku Black Arc, same thing. Vegeta fought longer against Goku Black than Goku did.
And that's why we got that Saiyan pride and that rage that comes in clutch.
I mean, yeah, it's like the more I think about it, and the more I think about it, I feel like I'm convinced they are gonna deviate from Vegeta having Ultra Instinct because of like they never gave him Super Saiyan 3. In the manga, he has Super Saiyan God, but in the anime, we never seen him go God at all. Like even when they were fighting against that monster thing from previous episode, he never went God when Goku did. And in the Battle of Gods arc, when Bulma got slapped, he unlocked the new Super Saiyan 2 transformation that was stronger than Super Saiyan 3. Like, not only Super Saiyan 2 times 2 multiplied to Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 3 is 4 times stronger than 2. So Vegeta became so mad, he became 4 times stronger than what he was. So it's like they're giving Vegeta his own stuff, per se.
Yeah, they're like Vegeta says in this episode, Goku or Kakarot can keep his Ultra Instinct. You know, what Vegeta will find, it seems like to me, Vegeta will find any other way, and he will surpass Goku and Ultra Instinct.
I know. We talk about like Master Super Saiyan God, which is like talked about in the manga, not in the anime whatsoever, and it seemed like they were going down that direction at first. But because of like the upcoming Dragon Ball Fighter Z, there has been like an announcement that there will be 2 new characters involved, and it'll be Goku and Vegeta. But it was titled that they were in their base form. But based on what a Redditor said, it wasn't their base form. The person who announced the information doesn't know what they're talking about Dragon Ball Super per se, and it was actually the Ultra Instinct forms. So if that is to be true, I just can't imagine they release a video game and Vegeta has a transformation that wasn't revealed to us in an anime or manga. Besides, like, you know, fan-made games or games with, like, mods in them.
Unless we see Ultra Instinct Vegeta next episode, yeah, that is kind of weird. They're gonna have that transformation in there without having it in the anime.
Yeah, I think they will have. That's why I think he will have Ultra Instinct, especially how they hinted at it in the preview. But we'll get to that soon. I think we should at least talk about the different battles going on throughout the episode right now. Like, first thing first, we see Frieza versus Dispo. Yeah, the fight that really solidified Dispo as the most inconsistent character. Any thoughts?
I can tell you have some emotions towards this fight. I'm surprised that Frieza's getting pushed around because I mean Dispo's fast, but there's probably a reason Frieza's not going golden yet. But yeah, you know this is bogus. He cannot keep up with Golden Frieza, and we know it.
I mean, it's like I said in the previous episodes, and I will say this to the end of time. Dispo. Well, first thing first, Goku, when he fought against Frieza in Resurrection F, he kind of lost, but at the same time he was still stronger at the end of the day than Frieza, Golden Frieza. When it came to fighting against Hit, which was a couple years later, and after training in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, he lost to Hit with the extra power boosty essence Resurrection F, and he also had a Kaioken times 10 going on for him. And then he gets even stronger, same for Hit a few years later, and in this tournament, Dispo was able to dick on Hit with just the speed alone to counter the time skip. How was it that Dispo could dick on Hit then, but then episodes after he had his battle with Hit, he looks at Frieza and said, "Oh, I can't beat this dude," even though this dude is casually 10 times weaker than Hit.
Yeah, there's many more inconsistencies, but yeah, I still think, despite that, I still think Frieza can easily beat Dispo just because of those inconsistencies.
I mean, I could see him beating Dispo as well, because he seemed like he's a frail person, or by Pokemon standards, we call this a glass cannon, as in, they're fast, they may have some powerful hits, but if you hit him a couple times, he's gonna break down. That's what a glass cannon is. I don't know, I just feel like if Dispo is gonna be a match for Hit, Frieza shouldn't be considered as too powerful for Dispo standards. But not only that, he was confident enough to even square up against Frieza. He could have easily taken on Gohan or Android 17, but he looked at Frieza and was like, okay, I'm gonna fight this dude and leave the other two to Topo. like what's going on?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. A glass cannon. Maybe he can dish out some, but he is definitely not gonna be able to handle Frieza.
I know. I'm like, he got punched one time by I forget, it was either Hit or Goku. Because when I watched the episode, I was just face palming the entire time. But he got punched by one of them, and it looked like he was in a world of pain. Like when Jiren punched Goku, and we saw that Goku reaction, like his mouth open, he's spitting up.
Yeah.
Like that's what happened to Dispo, and he almost got eliminated for that. But yet Dispo thought Frieza was too much for him at first.
And at the same time, despite Dispo's feats, he struggled against that one sludge fighter from that one universe.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I joked about this with my friend. She was telling me that, like, she's looking forward to the episode. And I was like, yeah, we finally got the 5 fighters from Universe 7 versus the 2 fighters from Universe 11. And also Dispo. Because I was implying that Dispo is just straight up trash. Like, I want to like him, but I just can't. Based on how they wrote him.
I want to like him purely on the fact that I don't know. He has all these cool moves and fighting techniques, but come on, this is just lazy writing.
I mean, they ruined him as a character the moment they said he could travel faster than the speed of light. Like, no shit. Everyone should be traveling at the speed of light at this point. Like, let's not count Piccolo blowing up the moon feet. Let's just say Goku past Planet Namek. Like, past Planet Namek was faster than light. Pretty much every fighter in this tournament is stronger than Planet Namek Saga Goku. So that means everyone should be faster than light. Unless you want to say Roshi's not that strong.
I'm willing to bet Yamcha could probably travel faster.
He should be able to, like, all the training he had with King Kai and the fact that he actually got more training between that arc of Planet Namek to when the androids came by, he should be around light speed as well. Not saying he's as strong as Goku, but he should be at light speed.
No, he should have surpassed that by now for sure, just because of the Cell Game saga when he defeated some of the Cell Juniors.
Yeah, I mean, like, he didn't knock out any of them, but he did do some damage to them. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, by that standard, they should never say speed of light, but I'm just hoping that was just a bad English translation. I really hope that was the case and not an actual thing that was said in Japanese.
Yeah, there's probably a good chance that there's a mistranslation, but otherwise, if not, I just wish they said something else, like, "Oh, I'm much faster than you," or anything, and anything else.
I mean, if they could have said that. We already talked about that before. They could say he's faster than you, or you could say like he's the fastest in the universe, or he has speed that is so fast that no one can measure it. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That rubbed me off really badly, especially when Super Saiyan God Goku came out of nowhere and just casually dicked on him. And I don't even think he needed to go God to fight him.
Alright, let's talk about this Topo fight with Gohan and Android 17, yeah.
Yeah, oh man, I think that's interesting. If anything, I probably would have paired those two against Dispo and then have Frieza get dick slapped by Topo, personally. How do you feel about this fight pairing?
I mean, Topo is obviously strong, so having those two fighters go against them, I mean, it worked out in the end for me. If we weren't for Dispo being an inconsistent character, then it would have been perfect. But yeah, I think it looks good.
One eternity later.
Well, I mean, what can you do now? Because Frieza will inevitably, in my opinion, take out Dispo and then help out with other fights.
I think
so. We'll see what happens.
Honestly, I think Frieza's gonna take a back seat after he beats Dispo. Cause like no matter what, I don't see Frieza actually being as strong as Topo.
There's ways that Frieza can help out for sure. I don't think he's gonna take a complete back seat and not do anything.
I mean, he kind of took a back seat when we had the sniper issue, when we fought against Universe 4, the Invisible Fighter, the Bug, and that dude with the illusions. He took a back seat during those fights. The only reason he fought against that monster thing last episode was because, you know, the monster thing kind of attacked him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have never fought.
I agree that the monster did provoke him, but I really think that now that it's the last two universes, and this really does depend on whether or not they will survive, as we've seen throughout this arc, Frieza's been helping more and more as it progresses. I really think Frieza will not take a backseat, but I guess we'll see in the future episodes.
I mean, I doubt he'll take a backseat completely, but like when it came
to exactly, that's what I just said.
You said like you don't see him taking a backseat really much. What I mean by taking a backseat, I mean like he's clearly not strong as Jiren, and his way of helping, quote unquote, against Jiren was give Goku energy, so he could walk around and hopefully unlock Ultra Instinct again. Cause that was Frieza's goal for this most part. I just don't see Frieza going out there and like physically throwing down hands. Like I can see him in the background and maybe, you know, trying to snipe with his death beams from a distance.
And against Jiren, that's probably not going to do much. So that's why I still believe that he's going to help other ways.
I think maybe against Topo he'll help out, but I don't know. I think Topo's going to try to come in and stop whatever Goku or Vegeta does, and then he gets himself eliminated. Just like when Goku first went Ultra Instinct, him and Dispo attacked Goku, and then Goku casually threw them away.
Or Vegeta, depending on what happens. Let's talk about that.
I mean, like, Well, I was just saying, like, that explanation of, like, 109, 110 with, like, Goku Ultra Instinct. Obviously, if it's one or the other, they'll clearly dick on Topo. For Jiren's for Vegeta's Ultra Instinct, I could definitely see that happening. Vegeta get Ultra Instinct, he'll definitely be stronger than what Goku originally had, because Goku seems to need Kaioken more than regular raw power.
I just hope that when they both eventually master Ultra Instinct, that Vegeta is more powerful.
Yeah, that's what I kind of said right there. Like, Goku got to stack Kaioken on everything. If Goku's ever in a situation where he can't stack Kaioken, then he'll be more of a liability compared to what Vegeta could do. Because Vegeta, since he never got a chance to train on King Kai's planet, which I think is bullshit, he never got to learn the Kaioken, even though Tien has it. So he had to work from the ground up to become stronger.
No, yeah, exactly. I agree with you. Vegeta will definitely have the upper hand in all those situations. I just, hopefully, because who knows, Kira Toriyama still hates him. Hopefully he'll allow it.
I can't believe they let him go on this long without having an official W. They even snubbed him out of a victory against Frieza in the most opportune moment in animation history.
Yeah, that was bogus. Like, seriously.
Oh, wow. Well, since we already deviated a lot in this episode, let's just hop right into the preview before I give another rant.
Alright.
123, I believe? Yeah, 123. What do you expect out of this episode?
Vegeta. Big stuff for Vegeta. I did send you that screenshot. It looked like his aura while he was in Super Saiyan Blue was a bit different. And also, if that's any prelude to him attaining Ultra Instinct, if you guys pay close attention to his battle with Jiren, and when Jiren knocks him down, his eyes kind of look gray, like when Goku went Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, his eyes did go gray. I did notice that when he fell down. I noticed that in the episode they said that Vegeta has unlocked the power past Super Saiyan. Besides past Super Saiyan Blue, I believe. Whenever they show previews, obviously the previews usually are out of order. Like, I think the most infamous one was they show previews of, like, Roshi when he was using the Mafuba, like, against Frost & Company. They made it look like Roshi was about to die mid-episode, but then that preview... Well, they made it like the preview would be at the end of the episode, but it was in the middle, and then everything with the Vegeta versus, Frost and Vegeta came afterwards. So they purposely put things out of order when it comes to the previews. I think the whole Vegeta finding a new power is post that Super Saiyan Blue stuff that we've seen. But I do agree with you about the blue aura being different.
So yeah, hopefully he does attain that, and I do agree with you. Like this from way early on.
Yeah, it's a known thing for like that. If you watch a movie trailer, usually they show like the trailer for scenes that's gonna happen out of order. Like I remember Guardians of the Galaxy, they showed the trailer of Rocket trying to tell Groot which buttons for the bomb in the whole tape scene. That was at the very end of the movie. When I first saw that trailer, I was thinking, okay, that's like that's gonna be a funny way to start the movie out. Boy, was I wrong. But yeah, I think preview wise, I'm gonna give the episode a 6. I'll give it a 7 if it's Vegeta going Ultra Instinct.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. 6. And if he does attain Ultra Instinct, 7 for sure.
Yeah, what's your rating for this episode?
Vegeta Vegeta put in some work, He still did kind of get knocked out in my opinion, a bitch-ass way, but I will give it a 6.
I think I'll give it a 6 as well because, I can deal with the whole Vegeta thing. Like, this is definitely a Vegeta. If I had to write a Vegeta episode, it would kind of be like this, where Vegeta has a lot of pride. He's just taking the spotlight from Goku, which has happened in a reversal order in the past. But I'm giving it a 6 because we haven't seen much out of the other fights. It's like the only reason we've seen that much of Vegeta because it was a Goku show, but Vegeta decided that he's gonna step in and write his own script for the pilot.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can
but
hear
yeah,
you.
all right. Yeah, then all good, guys.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for watching this video. I want to thank Big A for coming out.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, this ran longer than I thought it would. If anything seems slightly edited out, I apologize. If it isn't, then congrats, you have to hear me rant a lot. If you're new here, be sure to leave a like down below, and as well as subscription. Follow my Twitter and Twitch as well. Fun stuff happening there. We got a Discord server for any subscribers. And again, thank you, Big A, for coming out.
Hey.
And I gotta get out of here, guys. The gates fell open, and I guess I gotta go close them and edit this video because it's already Monday when we're recording. So, bye.